have to do this? We really have to... Versus, is it already that time? How did that get here? No. Move it. It's in the way. Well, you're just going to have to wait. We see you, Dave Serve. We see you, Hi-Fi Protege. We see you, Wow Mom. We see you, I Can Fix Amber Heard, and Lysergic Freak Fish. And Psycho Grandma 6, you're just going to have to wait. You're just going to have to wait for Goat vs. Fish. We've got things to do. We don't have to be here, you know. You did this to yourselves. And that's why it really hurts. Must we go on? They say the verses must go on. Okay, Goat and Fish. We're doing this. We're doing this. Welcome to your Goat vs. Fish morning motivation. Oh, wait. The lens cap is on. Oh, wait. The filter is on. Welcome to your versus Fish morning motivation. We have our special guest in the verses. This big fence suddenly showed up. We've got a big fence in the studio today, just covering up the verses of Goat versus Fish. It couldn't even bother to be centrally in the verses. It's just kind of hanging out over there. It's being in the way. Yesterverses, as we can see from the board of Goat vs. Fish, we had 200 bits for Fish and 150 for Goat. We had 8 Fish, we had 7 Goat. We had a few subscriptions for Goat and for Fish. And we had 105 First American dollars supporting Big Fence. And this is what your support for Big Fence has got you. A stream that starts late and is obstructed by this very unpleasant fence that's just here now and we can't seem to get rid of. Well, let's look at the fence. Let's look at the fence. Special guest on music, Keyboard Cat. Sometimes you can scarcely see Goat versus Fish through the fence. It is just a little faint apparition, something you once saw, you once thought, oh yes, I remember when I used to go and watch Goat vs. Fish on YouTube and Twitch for my morning motivations, but then suddenly I tried to watch it and it wasn't there anymore. It was obstructed. My view was obstructed. By something was in the way. Ugh. We have It's Sunshine.
Hello.
It's Sunshine on the Musications, and you know, the more we look at this piano, the more that it looks like a fence. Have you ever noticed how the piano looks like a fence?
Never. I've always had a positive outlook on life.
Always? You've always had a positive outlook on life?
Never a single moment has been negative.
This doesn't seem like the Sunshine I know.
Negativity is for fence sitters.
This is an interesting verses here. Look at this. What do you think about that?
Whoa. Sad view to the fence sitters. I heard big fences in town, they're buying up land and they're putting up fences.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. They got a huge donation of 106 American dollars.
Oh, I heard it was 105, but who's counting?
Ooh, that makes it worse.
But what about all our beloved landmarks and cultural institutions?
They are now like fence data centers.
Oh, what kind of information is that?
The information is not for either of us. It's for the elite.
Well, that doesn't sound very useful at all.
It's meant to be profitable, not useful.
It's meant to be profitable. I thought GoatVsFish was the prophet around here. And now Big Fence wants to move into town and take all the profit from GoatVsFish.
Precisely.
Artificial fence. All in support of artificial and artigotal intelligence. Boo the fence, says Psychic Buckeye 12. Boo the fence. Now wait a verses. Listen, this fence may be in the way, but Psychic Buckeye, we made a promise to Psychic Buckeye 12, and we're going to keep that promise to you. Big fences in town.
Whoa. Look at all that graffiti on the...
This used to be such a beautiful place. What?
They really did vandalize the fence donor. Huh. I guess he didn't have the sauce.
Not very well liked, it seems.
Yeah. Hi, Dave Serve. I see you. The sauce man. Free the fish. Oh, the fish. They're our primary commodity.
You always were. A very big fish.
I just wanna kiss my fish.
Suddenly, a fish floats into the verses.
I_canfix_Amber Heard contribution $10. Put this on fence, only the congregation of both goat and fish can stop this madness.
Well, we were trying to show off this fish. We were trying to show off this crocheted fish. Psychic Buckeye 12, is this your crocheted fish? Is this your stingray fish? We think we found it! If we need to look at it again, we look at it again, but 10 versus American dollars. 10 versus, that's not it. Oh, that's not it. Oh, my verses. Well, we'll just have to keep looking. Describe it to GoatVsFish. Describe your creation to GoatVsFish. Manta ray is best fish. And that's what you get from Big Fence. You get false verses like these. You get 10 versus American dollars from Big Fence. And they say, only Goat and Fish can stop this, as they donate to Big Fence. As they make contribution to Big Fence, they say only Goat and Fish can stop this. Trying to instill in you the hope that something could change, It's a blue fish with a button eye. I see. Well, this is a blue fish. But we will have to seek out a blue fish with a button eye. I just want to kiss my fish. Mike Fence, yes. Big Fence, they say Big Fence. Big Fence will say that yes, the Goat and Fish have the power, 10 versus American dollars for Big Fence.
Where's Fence getting all this money from?
Well, it's hard to know where it all began, really, but they start accumulating it, and then they end up just accumulating more and more, and then they accumulation more and more, and before you know it... Bojack says, let us donate on YouTube too. Okay.
The Fence runs a legitimate business for which it needs goat and fish, much against their better judgment.
The tip link has been pinned on YouTube. 10 versus American dollars for Big Fence.
So Dave, I think Amber Heard donated 105 for the Fence's cause. The Fence has a very big cause, if not a global domination goal. In terms of building, all these, if not gentrifying all these centers, so they can line their pockets with versus American dollars.
It's Sunshine. We just don't know. We just don't know if we can go through with it.
What do you mean? Really?
Well, this whole living stream of Goat versus Fish, it's episode 25. It's February 11th. As we know, 11 is like 2 fence posts right next to each other. Right or left next to each other. We don't even know. We have Wow Mom. We have our VIP Wow Mom just looking so disapprovingly at Goat versus Fish, just looking at the fenciness of the whole production. And it's just such a big fence to overcome. We don't know. It's Goat versus Fish. We don't know if we have the motivation to continue the Goat versus Fish morning motivational verses at Sunshine. We just don't know.
It may be the 11th, but it isn't 11 a.m. yet.
Oh no?
Which means we have time.
The time for what?
Time to dispel the fence curses.
To dispel the fence?
Yes.
Look at this verses. We have 4 viewers on YouTube. We have 6 on Twitch. No one likes this fence. No one's even watching the fence. No one's even watching the fence. Big Fence is out to destroy Goat versus Fish. How could Goat versus Fish persist when Big Fence is out here trying to destroy Goat versus Fish?
We raised the capital to take out the fence master.
We raised the capital to take out the fence master?
Yes.
Oh, what? So we have to fight fence with fence?
We have to fight infinity fences.
We have to fight infinity fences?
Using only verse American dollars, failing which love.
Well, love.
Yes.
Love, I think love last we heard love was free. Is love still free?
My Comcast bill came in. I don't know anymore.
Goat and Fish, this very fancy-looking goal. Support Big Fence. We have 10 of 105 versus American dollars. Goat and Fish. Sometimes the best way to support Big Fence is to take it out entirely. Once we reach 105 versus American dollars in contribution, we'll take down that fence. But we need to provide hot meals and hydration for protesters, and listen, these protests don't fund themselves. Someone has to support the protesters. Someone has to fund the protests.
We need to support small protesters and big protesters and medium-sized protesters.
Does cane sauce count as hydration?
Yes. We need cane sauce as hydration fuel to take down the fence.
Here's what's going to happen at Sunshine. If Goat versus Fish is going to give a motivation, this versus, then we need you. We need you to motivate Goat versus Fish. It's Sunshine. We don't know if we have it in us, Goat versus Fish. We just don't know if we have it in us to motivation the Goat and Fish on this Goat versus Fish show.
Well, you came to the right guy. I happen to be full of motivation. Mostly self-sustained, cage-free motivation. And my motivation for today is that you can take down Big Fence using only cane sauce, love, and verse American dollars. And grass-fed fish. And GMO-free goats, failing which, unification between goats and organic fish.
That sounds almost plausible. But there's one thing that you have forgotten, It's Sunshine. Are you goat or are you fish?
Oh, wow. Am I goat or am I fish? But we got so much verse American Butch the Fence yesterday, so I think today I am goat.
Celebration for goat! Celebration for goat! Welcome to the Goat vs. Fish morning motivational verses. Goat vs. Fish would never abandon you. Goat vs. Fish is always here for you. No matter how fancy the verses ever gets, you can bet your bottom. That fence sitter ain't got him. That fence sitter ain't got the goat. That fence sitter ain't got the fish. We've got the verses for you. We've got the verses for you. Goat vs. Fish is here for your morning motivation. We believe in you. And here at Goat vs. Fish morning motivational verses, we wake up so you don't have to. We're not gonna let that fence bring us down. We're gonna keep asking around. We're gonna keep asking around. Are you goat? Or are you fish? And we've got Sunshine the goat and we've got Sunshine the goat right here in the verses. Celebration for its sunshine. Celebration for its sunshine on the musication. Yes. And we've got this old verses. We've got this old verses. We've got this old verses next to the fence, and the first thing we need to do in order to defense this whole situation is we have to clear this old verses. We have to clear this old verses. Why leave this evidence of 105 versus American dollars for the fence? Why leave all this fancy evidence for Goat vs. Fish? Yes, there were fine goat and fish in the verses, but we've got a new verses now. We've got a new verses now. And it's time. It's time to clear the verses, yes. Bye-bye, 105. It's been nice knowing you. But we're starting a new motivational verses. Oh yeah! Look how easily it wipes away. With Goat vs. Fish today. With Goat vs. Fish today, wipe your fences away. Now that's a fresh start. Now that's a fresh start. We've got goat, we've got It's Sunshine Goat in the verses of Goat vs. Fish. It's Sunshine. Is your being goat sponsored by Big Fence?
Yeah, about that. My goat ship has been subsidized by Amber Heard.
Amber Heard, we just released the files and we saw that Amber Heard was the one who donated 105 versus American dollars to Big Fence in the first verses.
Oh, that was unredacted by AI. That doesn't count. It's really a combination of Amber Heard and my constituents who are subsidizing my goat lifestyle.
So in the face of Big Fence, you're going to choose goat. How do we know that your goat is sincere if you've been paid for by Big Fence? From your heart of hearts, here on the Goat vs. Fish morning motivation, are you goat or are you fish?
Big Fence has diminished my Wi-Fi with the use of the new 7G fence towers, which is why I am still goat and affiliated with my other goat subsidiaries within the best interests of my fish people, which makes me goat.
Celebration for goat. Listen, Goat and Fish, society is a strange place, and we have to work with all kinds of goat and fish if we want to get anything done. So, celebration for goat. Celebration for goat. Some say this goat has been bought by Big Fence. It's like you can scarcely see the goat. It's so shiny. But there's the goat. Are you goat or are you fish? Let's hear it from the congregation. Are you goat or are you fish? Hammod says Fenspiracy. Bojack42069. Are you goat or are you fish? Percules says I am very busy. Dave CRV. Thank you for following GoatVsFish. Dave CRV. Thank you for following GoatVsFish on Twitch. Are you goat or are you fish? Psychic Buckeye 12 goes goat. Celebration for goat. Celebration for psychic goat. Goat with psychic powers, yeah. Goat with psychic powers. Do they have 3 horns? Do they have 3 eyes? BBDH187 goes fish. BBDH187 goes fish. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. Don't worry, the shine of the verses, it will subside in due verses. BBDH187 the fish. BBDH187 the fish. Celebration more fish. Celebration more fish. That's 2 goat and 1 fish in the verses. That's 2 goat and 1 fish in the verses. Bojack says seahorse is a fish. Seahorse, I am seahorse. Seahorse is a fish. Make some noise for the seahorse fish. Make some noise for the seahorse fish. Seahorse fish. Celebration more fish. Weed pipe. Weed pipes in the verses. Weed pipe. Are you ready to declare goat or fish? Ham mods declares fish. Ham mods declares fish. Celebration for ham mod fish. Celebration for ham mod fish. BBDH187 says fish of the day. Says fish of the day. I can fix Amber Heard says I'm fence. Don't forget to add 1,000 to it. It can be either goat or fish to beat the fence. I can fix Amber Heard. It can't be either goat or fish. Is it goat or is it fish? Get off the fence. I can fix Amber Heard. That 10 verse American dollars that's going towards taking down big fence. Is it goat or is it fish? We're not settling for fencing around here. We're not going to take down big fence with more fence. I can fix Amber Heard. That 10 verse American dollars. Is it goat or is it fish? Are you goat or are you fish? Psycho grandma's on the fence. What a psycho. I can fix Amber Heard when fence. 10 verse American dollars for the fence. That's 1,000. That's 1,000 for big fence. Well, you're not going to stop our motivations, big fence. You're not going to stop the morning motivations of GoatVsFish. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many ply is your wood, no matter how many shoulds, no matter how many you coulds. Wow, Mom's not going to sit for it. Wow, Mom's not going to sit for it. The motivations will continue. Who will stop me, goat or fish? Big fence is taunting. Big fence is taunting the goat and fish. Dave Serve, are you goat or are you fish? Weed pipe, let's hear that declaration. Are you goat or are you fish? Aaron Kustachin, are you goat or are you fish? Aaron Kustachin says goat all the way. Celebration for goat. Celebration for goat. Celebration for goat. Hardcore Inc. says a fresh start, lol. Hardcore Inc., are you goat or are you fish? We want to know, we want to know. Psychic Buckeye says a celebration for goat. We got that psychic goat, we got that psychic goat. Dave, are you goat or fish? Dave, are you goat or fish? Jesse Gween says fish. Percules says goat. Celebration! Celebration! Celebration. Weed Pipe says, I am goat or fish. Weed Pipe is saying I am goat or fish? Weed Pipe, who has been fish for thousands of billions of verses, is now saying I am goat or fish? Oh, Weed Pipe declares fish. Oh my, Weed Pipe, you're scaring goat versus fish. Weed Pipe, you're scaring GoatVsFish. The fence is like an infection that spreads throughout the verses. When Big Fence rolls into town, poisoning your water supplies and putting soot and chemicals in the skies. Suddenly, Weed Pipe Fish appears with 5 eyes. Like that episode of The Simpsons, except it's not as funny. Tyrus! 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 Oh, how we missed you! Things have gotten fancy on the stream since last you were here, Tyrus! Things have gotten fancy! Tyrus the fish with 200 bits! Celebration for Big Fish! Tyrus! Tyrus for the fish! Tyrus the fish. With the sound alert for fish. Appreciation, 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 appreciation. Appreciation, Tyrus, for your contribution. We like that. This is a fun angle. We're going to keep this angle for now.
I like fun angles, but it's not as fun as kissing my fish.
I just want to kiss my fish. Fun angles. Fences don't really have fun angles. They're just kind of flat like that. But we don't have to be flat like that. We don't have to be flat like that. We can do our Goat vs. Fish morning celebrations. Goat and Fish, it's time to get off of that fence. Time to get off your duff. It's time for your morning celebrations. Can we get some uplifting exercise type musications? We're gonna do our morning celebrations now. Everyone join in with Goat vs. Fish. Come on, everyone, get off the fence, get off the fence. Get off the fence. Sure, the times are fancy, but we're going to get through it. One way we get through it is by keeping ourselves limber to face the challenges of the verses ahead. Routine, Goat and Fish, routine. Sometimes when the fences get in the way, they disrupt that thing that you have going on. But you just stick to your verses, you just stick to Goat vs. Fish. You stick to your morning motivations, and you can get through it, no matter how fancy the verses gets. We don't want to sit on it. Maybe we go around it. Maybe we jump over it, maybe we get under it. Maybe we smash through it, Goat and Fish, but we do it. And one way you can be prepared to handle that fence that gets in your way is by taking some basic self-care ritualization. And that's why we're going to do our morning celebrations with Goat vs. Fish. Get those hooves and fins up in the air, yeah. Hooves and fins up in the air, yeah. Stretch out those shoulders. Not too far back, and not too far forward, Goat and Fish. Just right up next to your ears, Ah, yes. Stretch it out. Remember, so many times when you're a young goat or fish and you're dealing with physical education, you feel like that time's not for you. You feel like that's not for you time. You feel like, I'm being graded, I'm being judged. Every time I express myself in my physicality, I'm being judged, I'm being watched. But remember, Goat and Fish, Big Fence may try to surround you, Big Fence may vie for your attention, Big Fence may build data centers in your area, Big Fence may try to put a chip in your head. And we'll cross that verses when we get to it. Goat vs. Fish is not interested in that, in having a chip in our head. But until such verses, your goat body, your fish body, it belongs to you. And you can move it about, Let the verses move through you. Yes. So don't do it for anyone else. Don't do it for Goat vs. Fish. Don't do it for Sunshine. Do it for yourself, and don't do it for Big Fence. So don't feel ashamed. Don't feel bad about moving about. This is your time. This is time for you to get in touch with your physical goat and fish. As you ponder mentally the one true question of are you goat or fish, allow us to limber up and strengthen ourselves. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. So let's get into that stuff. Hooves and fins in the air. Hooves and fins in the air. Yes. And let's practice getting off that fence. We squat down. We rise up. We go out big and we say celebration. Here we go. Celebration! Celebration all together now. Celebration! 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 One more, Goat and Fish. One more. You've got it in you. You've got it in you. Celebration! Oh yeah. That's our morning celebrations. That's our morning celebrations. Let's talk to the congregation. You know, Goat and Fish, we've been doing segments on Goat vs. Fish. We've had guests on Goat vs. Fish. But we think we want to talk to that congregation. And we know we've been doing a lot of verses on YouTube, so sometimes you here on Twitch, sometimes you are on Twitch, you can feel neglected. So let's have Goat vs. Fish. Let's have Goat vs. Fish speak directly to you now. Let's have some conversation. Just you and Goat vs. Fish. Nice intimate verses. Man diggity snag, are you goat or are you fish? I Can Fix Amber Heard says, all right, hi, Goat vs. Fish. Hi, I Can Fix Amber Heard. It's so great to have you in the congregation. Nags one with the radiation. Nags one with the radiation. Nags one with the radiation. Nags one with the radiation, yeah. Yeah, nags, yeah, nags. Nags one, nags one, nags one. Welcome, nags one, to Goat vs. Fish. Nags one, are you goat or are you fish? I just wanna kiss my fish. I just wanna kiss my fish. Eventually gold. Kazam TTV, welcome to the morning motivational verses. Man diggity snag declares fish. Man diggity snag declares fish. Man diggity snag declares fish. Celebration for fish. Fish, fish from Man diggity snag, but we've still got nags. We still got nags. Nags with the radiation. How did you find Goat vs. Fish? How did you find Goat vs. Fish? Team Fish, Kazam TTV says Team Fish. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. Kazam TTV says Team Fish. And you're using a special emote. We want to check that versus. Oh, you're saying yo to Goat vs. Fish. Yo. Abra Twitch TV says Goat. Celebration for vote. A vote for Goat. Celebration for the vote for Goat. So that means one more vote for Goat. That means one more vote for Fish. We're counting the goat and fish. Nags1 says, this is Kazam's fault. WTF am I looking at? Kazam, thank you for this information. You're looking at goat versus fish. You're looking at goat versus fish. But we understand why you might be confused. We understand why you might be confused because on the last verses of Goat vs. Fish, Big Fence ruined the verses. What am I looking at? We ask ourselves the same thing. Behold the fence on which the fence sitter sits, Nags1. The fence sitter who chooses neither goat nor fish. But that's not you, is it? That's not you, is it, Nags1? That's not you. Is it? Nags1, are you goat or are you fish? Are you goat or fish? Please. Big Fence is trying to destroy our communities. But you came and you brought your communities to be part of Goat vs. Fish. Don't be on the fence now. Don't be on the fence now. We need you, Nags1. Nags1 says, well, I want to choose, but what kind of battle is it? It can best be described through a visualization. Allow Goat vs. Fish to show you what kind of battle it is. We'll show you. Can we get some nice, beautiful, bittersweet musications is pulling at your heartstrings? Nags1 Raiders, thank you for joining the verses. Please follow Goat vs. Fish. This is the battle of Goat versus Fish. Well, look, I'm an octopus guy, and goats have the same eyes, but octopuses are closer to fish, living in the ocean and all. So I need more info. I need more info! I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden near a cave. We could have fun and dance around. Where we know we can't be found, yeah. Some say I'm closer to a fish, 'cause I'm in the sea. Oh yeah. At the same time, I've got that goat. I think I got that same goat beanie, baby. Don't know what's going on here. I blame somebody else. But I'm feeling something that I've never felt. But I'm an octopus. Too much of a puss to choose goat or fish. I'm on that fence. I'm on that fence. On that fence. Next one! Next one says nah, not a puss. We're going goat. Celebration for goat. Celebration for goat. Celebration for goat. We're going goat. Yeah. We're going goat.
I just want to catch my fish.
Celebration for goat! Celebration for goat! We've got a radiation for goat. We've got a radiation for goat in the verses. A big radiation for goat. A big radiation for goat. Next one with 7 radiation points for goat. With 7 radiation points for goat. Let's get that in the verses. Let's get that 7 radiation points for goat in the verses of Goat versus Fish. There's goat. There's goat and a big 7 radiation points for the goat now. Big. Our radiation-powered motivation can stop those data centers from construction. Oh yeah, big-time data centers. Yeah, fish would swim in oceans and goat would climb up on the rocks. But I'd always drop one more coin in the jukebox slot. We did the goat versus fish rock. 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 How are you, goat or fish? Asking, are you goat or fish? Are you goat or fish? Are you goat or fish? I hope that YouTube's content ID doesn't moderate this. We did the Are You Goat or Fish? We'll work on that verses. We'll work on that verses. We're taking what used to be fence music. You see, then Elton John took it and made it about crocodiles. And are crocodiles even goat or fish? We're not sure. Eventually, gold celebration. Nags appreciation. Nags One appreciation. We're going to give you a shout out right here, right now on Goat vs. Fish. That was all thanks to Nags Radiation. And Nags, we're going to give you a follow. You're going to get a follow from Goat vs. Fish, like this. Watch this. You've got a follow from Goat vs. Fish. It's celebration for Goat. That's how we share community on Goat vs. Fish. That's how we do it together. That's how we do it together. So happened exactly the same time as an ad. Well, that's sad. Can you hear us now? Are we coming through? Are we coming through? Aww. Can you hear us through the ads? Can you hear Goat vs. Fish through the ads? Yes, back now. Listen, the ads are there. The ads are there to get between you and Goat vs. Fish. But we're not going to let it happen. We're not going to let it happen. And since Nags did a radiation, it's time for a versus from Goat. We haven't heard from Goat in a while. We're going to give It's Sunshine some musications, and then we're going to bring Goat out, and we're going to have a little chat with Goat.
It's goat season. But first we need to take down the fence. And this is not a solo effort. This is a community effort from all the goat and fish. And we have the fence stays. Not if I can. These horns were made for taking down fences. Unless I get paid, in which case, anything can happen. I can build the finest, terrible franchisee food with terrible coffee served by people who don't know what coffee is or how it's made. You'll be paying $8 for Nescafe. Grounds. It seems that this goat is drinking the Kool-Aid and is now becoming a fence sitter. Well, that was uncalled for.
Goat versus fish. 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 Goat versus fish.
I'm watching Monty Python on LSD, says Nags One. Now that's something that we want to remember being said. That's a nice thing you just said to Goat versus Fish. This is probably normal for you. It's very normal. Nags One, your comment has been pictured. Your comment goes like this. It goes to the Goat vs. Fish Instantgram, where thousands follow Goat vs. Fish. And your comment becomes part of the story of Goat vs. Fish, just like this. Welcome to the story of Goat vs. Fish. Now it seems that, well, we have to address this fence. Sometimes to get through the fence, Goat and Fish, you have to confront the fence. You can't just avoid it. You can't just avoid those fancy feelings. So if we're going to try to get through Big Fence here on the morning motivations of Goat vs. Fish, where we believe in you, and we believe in Goat, and we believe in Fish, and we believe in Sunshine, and we believe in Goat vs. Fish, then we think we just have to confront that fence a little bit. And what better way to confront the fence than by having some sufficient nourishment? Don't you like some nourishment at Sunshine?
I like fancy nourishment.
You like well listen, you need nourishment to get over the fence. You don't want to nourish yourself with fancy things. You want to have, well, actually that's really all we have for you now. All we have is, well, you see, we've invested so much in Big Fence that we've had to, the prices of Goat and Fish have been going up, so we really only have some humble fancy offerings to give you. Will you accept it as payment in this versus?
I'll take some anti-fence rations.
You'll take some. Well, actually, they're not rational at all. They're kind of anti-rational.
I'll have 2 morsels.
Well, it's Sunshine. You have done so much great work here on the live streams of Goat vs. Fish. About the halftime show? What about the halftime show?
Ooh.
What about the halftime show? So we have something for you. We have something for you here. We have your breakfast. We have given you a shout out for your own Twitch channel where you have your own monetization, but we thought that we would serve you some nourishment to help you get over the fence. Here's your false verses of eggs and toast. Here you are.
Oh, thank you.
Can you show them? Pick up that toast. Show them how they're look at them. They're sort of connected. They won't be separated. These two fence creatures.
They're both sliced.
Like goat and fish. Egg and toast. They just cling to one another. They just never let go. Oh, my verses.
Even though they've nothing to live for and they're about to expire in a week.
The false verses of eggs and toast has joined the congregation of Goat vs. Fish here during these fence times. What do you say? What do you think it's Sunshine? Is the egg the fish and the goat is the toast, or is it the toast the fish and the egg is the goat?
I'm trying to see who goes on top. That will answer my question.
That will answer your question. Who goes on top? Now that's a versus. That's a
Toast.
That's a versus. Who goes on top? And don't you think that's a maybe we just let them make that decision on their own in their spare time, you know, when they're doing their thing?
This is unification right here.
Do we really need to be looking at egg and toast when they're deciding who's on top? Isn't that we don't care who's on top. We just want to know who's goat and who's fish. Nag says toast is definitely goat. We're going to start a poll. In the Twitch chat. Poll in the Twitch chat. Egg versus toast.
It looks like it has received a sticky surprise.
Sticky surprise. Oh, it's a runny one? Is that a runny one? Or
it's a runny egg.
We thought it was hard. We thought it was hard.
Oh, right.
Hard and hard. Maybe it's hard, but then it gets a little runny when you get towards the middle.
Yeah. This one's a little like naive and soft, and the edge is hard and boiled, and sliced in half.
So we're going egg goat versus fish toast, or egg fish versus goat toast. And we're going to decide which one's the goat and which one's the fish. And we're starting the poll now. We're starting the poll now. This is a critical versus. Here on Goat versus Fish, we ask the difficult verses. Egg versus toast. Who's goat? Who's fish? It's part of a well-balanced versus. If you're on Twitch now, you can participate in this poll. If you're on YouTube, sorry, this poll is just for the Twitchers, but we do appreciate your YouTube viewings. Here we are, a 3-minute poll. Eggs versus toast. Egg goat versus fish toast, or egg fish versus goat toast. We are ready to hear your evidence. In the comments, Goat and Fish. Let's have a look. Once more, as the poll continues, show them. Okay. No, you can show them. You can show them a Sunshine. There they are. We found this in a Home Goods for $11. This is how Goat versus Fish is investing your donations. When we saw this egg and toast for $11, we purchased it because there is no better way for your versus American dollar contributions spent on the congregation of Goat versus Fish, who is aiming to become a 501c3 nonprofit spiritual organization. We want to welcome new fence sitters into the congregation to spread the verses of Goat versus Fish. So we found egg and toast, and we thought we need to invest some of this verses. This is where your donations go. This is where your contributions go, to the support of needy fence sitters like these. If we want to get rid of big fence, then we have to support, sometimes you have to support the little fences. Those big fences, they can take care of themselves, but the little fences can use our support. Little fences can use our support to help them to choose goat or fish, so they can have a versus of their own, so they can have a little versus to call their own. Egg goat versus fish toast. What have we got? We've got egg going strong for fish. We've got 6 votes that say that the egg is the fish eggs, roly-poly fish eggs, and that the goat is the toast. And we have 1 vote for the egg goat versus fish toast. I Can Fix Amber Heard says the fence is really dividing us. Nags is saying to mine some coal and wear a red hat, dude. Oh, my verses. Resources. We need more resources on Goat versus Fish. Nags1 says toast is definitely goat. Psychic Buckeye 12 says random stoner nerd forgot the bread at the store yesterday. My eggs are sad. Aww. Eventually Gold says I'm getting called a racist for not understanding it more than you speaking Goatlish. Well, Goat versus Fish can be difficult to understand, but you must understand communication is happening. Dizzy be busy goes Goat. Dizzy be busy goes Goat. Listen, it's not about race. Race is a false conflict. It's about goat and fish. Sometimes the goat and fish have a race to see which one goes faster, but that's a whole other versus. We have Goat. We have Dizzy Be Busy the Goat. We have Dizzy Be Busy the Goat. Let's get the Goat in the verses. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. UK Super 5 Stars is just passing by and showing love. Well, by all means, show your love. We're waiting. We're waiting for you to show your love to GoatVsFish. Which do you love more, the goat or the fish? Pat Estedor, welcome back to GoatVsFish. Beautiful voice, a beautiful voice. Now that we have determined appreciation, Pat Estedor's fish, count my fish, we're counting the fish. We're counting the fish.
I just wanna catch my fish.
It's Sunshine. We heard that song was stuck in your head. Is this true?
Yes, it's almost stuck in my head, and I was thinking about kissing fish all day. Even though it's against my goat instincts, that song made me question otherwise.
It's okay for a goat to kiss fish. Kissing is one mighty verses. It's a mighty verses indeed.
Yeah, but the guy who sang, he wanted to kiss his fish, was paid by Big Fence.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Oh, the point. Yes, the turning point.
Yes, the fence point.
Isn't it a fascination that they call themselves Turning Point, but it's like, well, what is that point turning to? What's the point of all that turning if they don't land on goat or fish eventually?
False verses.
So Eggfish versus Goat Toast has won the verses, so now it's time to determine who does triumph, Eggfish or Goat Toast. Eggfish versus Goat Toast. We will also allow Egg Sandwich Unification. Egg Sandwich Unification. Or you can say fence it all. You can say fences out. You can say fences out. We don't like those fence sitters in the congregation. Don't do that. The poll has begun again. The poll has begun again. But it's a new poll. Now that we have determined that the egg is the fish and the toast is the goat, we've got egg fish versus goat toast. Who does triumph? The egg fish, the goat toast, egg sandwich unification? It's time to vote. It's time to vote. Toast goat boasts most, says Nags. Dizzy Be Busy says goat toast. That voice made such a mighty verses. You see, that's what we knew. We just knew that when UK Super 5 Star showed by and said just passing by, showing the love, they were just doing a drive-by fencing. They were just saying, oh, here's your love. We're just passing by showing love. And oh, they're already out of the verses. They're not ready to have conversation. Well, UK 5 Superstar, GoatVsFish, took the love, the minuscule amount of love that you showed for GoatVsFish, and we multiplied it 1,000 times. So we hope you stay by. We hope you stay by GoatVsFish, and we hope you choose goat or fish. Do you feel encumbered, Sunshine, on your musications while having to reckon with your nutritious breakfast and make musications in the same verses while wearing a goat hat that was constructed by Wow Mom and speaking into the mic and having a giant fence behind you?
I am essentially playing a lullaby for them to fall asleep to, so they can choose their, respective goat and fish them, so they can wake up to the news of where they stand in the greater GoatVsFish society, and various verses and other delights.
Well, let's hear the lullaby. Let's hear the egg and toast lullaby. This is it, Sunshine, a master of improvisation.
Go to sleep. It doesn't matter if you're top or bottom. All that matters is that you choose GoatVsFish. We need to get off the fence and raise funding to avoid big fences from building data centers in Goat versus Fish. It is time for eggs and toast to be nothing more than a mere commodity, if not a feeble exchange for monetary purposes, failing which gentrification, we can build 7G towers, but we can't separate egg from toast, but we can have them kiss fish.
I just wanna kiss my fish.
The end.
I just wanna catch my fish.
You knew it was coming. So here we are in the poll. We have egg fish with 1 vote, we have goat toast with 1 vote, and we have egg sandwich unification with 1 vote. And fence is out, got no votes. Fence is out, got no votes. We're going to say that this is a unification. This is a unification. 1 vote for egg, 1 vote for toast, 1 vote for fish, 1 vote for goat. Egg sandwich unification! Celebration, celebration, celebration! Cole J Racing, revolutionary conceptual illustration versus this morness. Yes, appreciation, appreciation. Thank you all, congregation. The versus continues. You inspire Goat versus Fish. You inspire Goat versus Fish. You inspire Goat versus Fish. Let's get that unification. Let's get that unification on the verses. And Cole J Racing says fish for life, says fish for life. Goat versus Fish, we want to tell you it's been 25 episodes. It's been 25 episodes already. We have gained followers and viewers. It's true. We have the support of Goat and Fish like you. Some of you are able to come through and watch the whole stream. Some of you are able to come through just ever so briefly. Cole J Racing just showed up to the verses 1 hour and a half in to declare fish and to say revolutionary conceptual illustration verses this morning. We are starting a revolution together, you goat and you fish, and Goat versus Fish. There's not a lot of verses like this. There's not a lot of verses like this morning motivation on the interwebiverse. Yes, Goat versus Fish. Yes, Goat versus Fish. There are those with hundreds, with thousands, with tens of millions of viewers playing Minecraft or doing hot tub streams. And there are some false verses that are just shoved down your throat due to the funding of Big Fence. But Goat versus Fish won't be bought by Big Fence. Goat versus Fish won't be bought by Big Fence. And so long as we have Goat and Fish like you, like I Can Fix Amber Heard, like Cole J Racing, like Dizzy V Busy, well, maybe not I Can Fix Amber Heard, and because they donated everything to the fence, but Nags won. Look, Goat is obviously superior, no debate here, but listen, I Can Fix Amber Heard, listen. You're always welcome in the congregation. It's just that fence donation, look, this is what you wanted. This is what you asked for. You wanted it all fancy, and now fancy it is. So you're getting the fence post I Can Fix Amber Heard. That's what you're getting. Goat versus Fish comes from within you. We take inspiration from the congregation. But we have nothing but appreciation for our congregation member. I Can Fix Amber Heard. Wow, Mom. Pat instead or weed pipe. Eventually gold. We have a unification. We have a unification in the poll. We have a unification in the poll. We have a unification in the poll. Appreciation. We have an eggs and toast unification. Eggs and toast unification. Goat and Fish, it's time to look at some news of Goat versus Fish. Maybe not even some news, maybe just some light Goat versus Fish entertainment. But we got to keep things moving. That's one thing that we know. That's one thing that we know here on Goat versus Fish. We need to keep the verses going. We can't stop. The verses can't stop. So let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. Looking now in the future of streams. Goat versus Fish. Let's get this versus. This is something. Oh, wait, no, we've done that versus before. No, we've done that versus. How about this? Let's have a look at this, Goat and Fish. We've got a picture of Goat behind a fence. Peekaboo says rescue goats. Peekaboo Archie, that goat does not seem at all intimidated by that fence. That goat looks like they're going to have fun. They're going to look at you through the fence. They're just looking for some fish to versus through that fence. We brought the fence into the studio. The fence just kind of showed up here. We don't really know how it got here. We think they just said they were doing some construction, and then Big Fence claimed eminent domain and said that we are required by regulation to have this giant fence in the studio, and they just brought it in without the permission of Goat versus Fish. We think maybe the Fence Lord brought it over. The Fence Lord has the keys to the studio of Goat versus Fish, and they said, well, if you're going to have to live stream in here, you're going to have this big fence. Because now Big Fence is paying your rent, Goat versus Fish.
My bum is on the rail. Look at me. My bum is on the rail.
So make some noise for this goat. Who's saying peekaboo through the fence. And we're going to add, Goat versus Fish is going to add a little comment here, and we're going to say, this fence cannot stop the goat from versing the fish. And it's a cutie. Aww. We post it. And if you wish to leave a comment on this post of Goat looking through the fence, then Goat versus Fish, we send the link to you. I Can Fix Amber Heard with a gifted subscription to Dizzy V Busy, a gifted versus. Appreciation. I Can Fix Amber Heard for the gifted verses. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now you're gifting that versus to Dizzy Be Busy the Goat. Is that a gifted versus for Goat? Or are you going to send that Goat subscription? Is that going to be a gift from the fence? Do you want credit as a fence sitter for having gifted that versus? Do you want fence credit? It's really, this image says it all. We have a fence sitter who has gifted a subscription to Goat. So are you going to give the gift of the subscription point to the Goat, or are you going to leave it to the fence? I Can Fix Amber Heard says he can have the rainbow goat. Goat! It's Goat. The subscription is going Goat. Celebration for Goat! Celebration for Goat! Rainbow Goat! Goatscription! Goatscription, celebration for Goat! That's one Goatscription! Ads do suck, we don't deny it. So this has been an image of a goat. Let's see what else we've got on Goat vs. Fish. We have been collecting all of these verses for so very long. And we want to show you more. Because the interwebiverse is just teeming with goat and fish. How about this versus? Starting a new versus now. Wait, that's the same versus. Starting new versus now. And here we are. We have a fish swimming in a tiny, tiny pond there. We believe that there's some sort of geological term for this, but Goat vs. Fish cannot recall it at this versus. But the fish is swimming in its own little lake that has formed separately but adjacent to the larger sea of the fish. And as the tides have rolled out, this fish is sort of stuck in this tiny little colorful, beautiful looking small, perhaps mossy sea where there's some weed of the sea in there. But that fish is cut off from the larger fish. Maybe it was Goat who built this embankment in order to try to capture the fish, sort of a divide and conquer strategy of the goat, saying, hey, if we can separate each fish individually in their own little pond, because here's what would happen. You see, if the goat just put the fish in some kind of condition, if the goat were to do some sort of terrible violence to the fish, then their fellow goat might look at their other goat and say, well, listen, fish are fish and they're not goat, but we don't endorse this kind of violence being done against the fish. Isn't there a more humane way to treat the fish once we determine if the humanes are goat or fish? That we could treat the fish, give them some liberties, at least give them the liberty to, why don't we just imprison the fish? Why don't we just imprison each individual fish in their own individual verses and cut them off from one another, and then we won't feel as bad, we won't quite feel as bad as if we killed the fish. It will give us just enough plausible deniability to think that we are just excellent goats who would never do such a horrible thing to fish. But maybe these are just natural verses. Maybe these are a total natural verses of Goat versus Fish, and it wasn't the goat who built this enclosure for the fish at all. But this could be part of. What do you think? What do you think, it's Sunshine? Is this part of a broader deportation strategy where the goats are trying to separate the fish from one another to keep them from getting together so that they can versus the goat? What's that fish doing in there? Is this a goat? Is this a goat thing? Did Goat do this?
So it is trapped in that little tiny cesspool of a pool. in which case it might be an elaborate setup by goat to take nutrition away from fish in the form of ownership of the entire ocean, much to the fence sitter's delight, if not a big fence.
Okay. Weed Pipe that fish is the chosen one, says Weed Pipe. Yes, this could be the beginning of a dramatic motion picture in which this fish, separated off from the rest of its community, is determined to be one that was preordained and special to versus the goat. But the caption says, it's scary to take a risk, but you should be even more scared of staying stuck. And let us tell you, that's some goat versus fish wisdom right there. That's some goat versus fish wisdom. And it's telling you to get off the fence. It's telling you to get off the fence. Bowser Big Bean Burritos in the verses. Welcome to Goat vs. Fish. Are you goat or fish? Or Nightmare 36666. Are you goat or are you fish? Welcome to the verses of Goat vs. Fish. It can be scary to take a risk. It can be scary to take that risk, but here on the Goat vs. Fish Morning Motivation, we get off the fence. We get off the fence and we do that versus. Let's see if this fish has what it takes.
Let's go.
Oh, that's probably copyright infringement. That is one thing about trying to review all kinds of content on the interwebiverse is that sometimes. So we'll just have it Sunshine playing the verses. Okay, fish. Let's see what you got. Fish. Here goes the fish. The fish struggles onto the land and overcomes, go land and back into the sea of the fish. Yes! Fish. Yes, fish, you've done it, fish. You too can be like this fish. You too can be like this fish. You can feel stuck. But sometimes that barrier between you and the verses you seek is much thinner than you might think. And with a little bit of effort, with a little bit of struggle, even with some discomfort, yes, fish, you can be reunited with the great and glorious oceans. This is a mighty fish from which we can all take our morning motivation and inspiration. Celebration for fish! Let it not be said that fish can't go on the land. They said it! Did they not say that fish can't go on land? Have you not heard it said, Sunshine?
They said that fish can't go on land, but only because, that's what nature calls for. And that is propaganda in the form of propaganda.
Propaganda in the form of propaganda. Well, we're not propping up that fence anymore. We're not going to prop again that propaganda fence. This fish says no to the propaganda. This fish spits in the eye of the natural verses and says, I can go on land, even if it's just very briefly, so I can get to the sea of the fish. Celebration for fish! Celebration for fish! If that fish can do it, then so can you. Goat versus Fish believes that you have the power deep within. Don't let that fancy feeling stop you from accomplishing your greatest and most sincere desires and goals. Just like that fish, you can own it, you can bone it, but don't phone it in. Fish for the win. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish.
You forgot to leave a comment.
Oh.
We need to let the fence sitters know that we will not be stopped in our efforts to form profitable unification.
Add a comment. We see some comments that say, Be that crazy fish. Here I am cheering on the fish. Yes, 24 weeks ago. So what were you saying? We will not let the fence sitter stop the fish?
We would not let the fence sitter stop the fish from attaining unification with goat under the pretense that.
Wait. One verse. We will not let the fence sitters prevent the fish.
The fish.
Yes.
From upgrading.
Upgrading.
From small pool.
From small pool.
To ocean.
To ocean. And what was that about verses in goat?
Oh, the goats are.
You had the verses. The
fence behind. I think there's like.
We will not let the fence sitter prevent the fish from upgrading from small pool to ocean. The goats are.
The goats are not involved in the matter. It was all a lie.
It was all a lie. Okay, that's the verses?
Yes.
Post. If you wish to leave a comment on this reel, Goat versus Fish, now post the link to you. Thanks from a Fish vs. Rainbow Goat subscription icon, Vic Sam heard. Yes, Cole J Racing, yes. Seriously, though, how did that fish know what direction the water was in? We think a fish just knows this kinds of verses. And let's think about this. The fish can probably hear. They can hear the big ocean over there. They can hear it through the land. The fish can feel the vibration of the moving ocean, the big ocean vibration. They can feel it. They can feel it, they can hear it, maybe they can even see it, maybe they can even taste it. Maybe they can even taste the verses. But those fish, their intelligence, they know, the fish knows. The fish knows, maybe the hydration. Let's take a look at this verses. Let's see. Goat versus Fish thinks we can see something ever so special here. If we look here deeply at the pool, let's do a little ad hoc science here. If we look deeply at the pool, what's the thing you notice at Sunshine? Let's ask the goat. Let's see if the goat can have any wisdom about the waters. Now we see this distinct coloration here in this isolationed pond of the fish. What's something you noticed about this coloration? Is it a uniform coloration, or is there some kind of difference going on here?
It's a variety of waste. A cocktail of waste, if you will.
But it does not seem all the same to you, does it? It seems that on one side of the verses, it's almost like the unification of goat and fish. On one side of the verses, it almost seems as if there is more growing weed of the sea, but on the further back you go, the closer to the sea of the fish, the waters seem to become clearer. The waters seem to become slightly clearer, closer to the sea.
The fish was able to attain clarity by moving out of the waste end of the puddle. And that was when, with a clear mind, the fish was able to see that the ocean was where unification, if not a better life for it, was. However, the waste was catching up to the clarity. So fish knew it had no choice but to, pay so much American US dollars for the privilege of jumping from.
What fish had to pay? Fish had to pay to get over there? We thought that fish just made a sprint for it.
Oh no!
We did not see any exchange. We did not see any verses changing fins there. We just saw fish for freedom. Free fish, free fish, free fish.
The fish got permission from someone, but we don't know who.
Oh, you don't know who? Well, that sounds like a goatly presumption from Goat versus Fish.
We don't know what happened before the video started.
Fish, you don't need permission from Goat to live in the sea of the fish. Don't let this goat tell you what to do. Though we don't blame you for trying to tell the fish what to do, because that is part of the verses of Goat versus Fish. This fish could sense the freshness of the sea of the fish. That sea of the fish, you think it's your land? You think it's your land, Goat? But we are here to tell you that that ocean water was already seeping through, coursing through the land of the goat, which is why it was clearer, closer to the sea than it was farther from the sea. You think it's your land? You think it's your land?
No.
It's the sea. Your land is just borrowing the wetness of the sea of the fish.
This is my stolen land. This stolen land belongs to goat.
This was all sea of the fish. This was all sea of the fish. It looks like the goat versus fish. This fish knew what was up. This fish could sense the freshness. It's going, oh, no, this is far too goat. But then it says, over there, freshness here. Freshness is near. Freshness is near. Fresh knows better, you're the freshest fish. Fresh knows better, you're the freshest fish. Stay fresh, fish, versus that goat. Celebration. Okay, cut the segment. Yeah, sometimes we have to think about the edit later, and then eventually. Although I guess you could just play Musications forever. We've got Kraz Club who says, "Aren't fish goated though?" Who says, "Aren't fish goated?" Welcome to Goat versus Fish. Psycho Grandma 6 says, "Fence will prevail to the barn with the goat, and the fish will be stuck in more weird ocean puddles just outside the reach of their cherished ocean." I Can Fix Amber Heard says, "I'm looking at the versus board and it almost looks like unification, but with a twist of unification with fence. Am I reading that right?" Well, it's a bit far away. Well, we'll check on the score. But we've got Kraz Club, whose first message is, "Aren't fish goated though?" Let's have a look at Kraz Club. Whenever there's a new member of the congregation of Goat versus Fish, we want to give you extra special attention. Hexy the Virus says, "A celebration for fish." Oh, hey, come on! Oh, there we are. Here is Kraz Club, who says, "Aren't fish goated though? Aren't fish goated?" Ah, yes. Attention. Everyone give attention to Kraz Club. Attention, 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 attention. Give Kraz Club your attention.
Hello, Kraz Club.
You have my attention. And now that you have our attention, we have a question for you. Are you goat or are you fish, Kraz Club? Are you goat or are you fish? Oh, my verses. Hexy the Virus has declared fish. Let's get another fish. Let's get a fish for Hexy the Virus. Sunshine, is it just the fence, or have you been in an extra silly mood this versus?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm always on the verses.
You're always on the verses. It's always a big silly versus? It's a very hard question. We did not say Goat versus Fish would be easy. Goat versus Fish. It's quite a challenge. Goat versus Fish. That's the Goat versus Fish is here. Here we are. So we did Fish Escape, the Great Fish Escape. Oh, wait a versus. Wait a versus. We forgot one of the most important musications that we could do for this versus. And it goes a little something like this. Goat versus Fish. One more time from the top of the verses. Celebration for Escape Fish! The Great Escape Fish! The Great Escape Fish! Nice verses. You see how It's Sunshine? You see how It's Sunshine picked up that verses after just a few listings to Goat vs. Fish? You heard the whistling of Goat vs. Fish. It's Sunshine was on that verses, and we even like how we got to hear it start off kind of weird and dissonant, and then gradually we hear its formation. Appreciation. Crest Club followed Goat vs. Fish! Crest Club. Celebration! Team Fish for Crest Club. Were you inspired to choose fish because, and specifically because, you saw that fish making that great escape? So there we have it. We saw some news of Goat vs. Fish. We checked in on the news of Goat vs. Fish. We do want to, we're not going to get into the whole verses, but there is something that we did see that Goat vs. Fish did see. We think it's currently in the story of Goat vs. Fish, and we're just going to have a look at it. We're just going to have a look at it now. It was a statement made by the president. And here on the news of Goat vs. Fish, we would, of course, it's a morning motivational versus. We know that the president became famous for saying they wanted to build the fence. But when there's important news of the president, we are not going to hide it from you, Goat and Fish. We're not going to hide it from you. So here, Goat and Fish, here comes your information. Here comes your information. First verse is the Rock You Silly show by Goat vs. Fish, by Scott Bluegrind with Goat vs. Fish, and all of the fine versers you see here is sold out. The Valentine's Day show is sold out. Put Goat vs. Fish on your bill, and it will sell out. Goat vs. Fish is a sellout. But of course, if you want to see Goat vs. Fish at the Comedy Store Los Angeles, you can still see Goat vs. Fish at the Comedy Store on Valentine's versus 11:45 p.m. Get your tickets now in Los Angeles for the Riff Raff. Now, this is the Rock You Silly show, but it's sold out in NoHo. It's sold out. So now, Goat and Fish, we take you to.
All I know is this, it's such an honor, but all I know, I'm walking down, and everyone's screaming, "Goat, Goat." I said, what are they talking about? I hope they're right. Not for me, but for the country.
I just want to catch my fish.
All I know is this, it's such an honor, but all I know, I'm walking down, and everyone's screaming, "Goat, Goat." I said, what are they talking about? I hope they're right. Not for me, but for the country.
I just want to catch my fish.
All I know is this, it's such an honor, but all I know, I'm walking down, and everyone's screaming, "Goat, Goat." I said, what are they talking about?
We have found this to be a very familiar verses, haven't we, Sunshine? That sometimes someone will enter the live stream of Goat vs. Fish and will be shouting, "Goat, Goat, Goat, Goat." And their first response is, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? Well, listen, President Fence, they're talking about Goat, okay? They're talking about Goat. And they're talking about the verses of Goat vs. Fish. And they're trying to get you to choose Goat or Fish. Now, being the doddering old fence creature that you are, you probably didn't hear that really what they're screaming is, scream it with Goat vs. Fish, Goat or Fish, Goat or Fish, Goat or Fish, Goat or fish.
fish.
Everybody, goat or fish. Everybody, goat or fish. Everybody, goat or fish. Goat or fish. Goat or fish. Goat or fish.
Goat or fish! 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 Goat or fish!
I can fix Amber Heard with the gifted verses. With the gifted verses to fish.
All I know is this, it's such an honor, but all I know, I'm walking down, and everyone's screaming, goat, goat. I said, what are they talking about? I hope they're right. Not for me, but for the country.
You hope they're right. Now, that's an interesting verses. The president has said they're screaming goat. They're screaming goat. I hope they're right. Now, there is no right or wrong. There's only goat and fish, but that fence sure is long. That fence sure is long. And we know that when it comes to fence sitters, that when they think they're in the right, when they think they're in the right, that they think that they are somehow better. So is this to say that they're screaming goat? I hope they're right. Does this mean, is this evidence that President Fence is actually favoring goat, saying we hope goat is right. We hope that goat is right for all of verse America. Like, oh, we wouldn't want it to be fish. We hope that they're right. We hope it's not fish. We hope that they're right and that it is goat, that we hope it is goat. Is this evidence that your president, who you thought was fish, is actually hoping for goat? A typical fence suspicion that in one verses would say fish, but in the next verses would say goat.
All I know is this, it's such an honor, but all I know, I'm walking down, and everyone's screaming, goat, goat. I said, what are they talking about? I hope they're right. Not for me, but for the country.
I just wanna catch my fish.
All I know is this, it's such an honor, but all I know, I'm walking down, and everyone's screaming, goat, goat. I said, what are they talking about? I hope they're right. Not for me, but for the country.
I just wanna catch my fish.
It had to be done, Goat and Fish. Sometimes the politics cannot be ignored. Even here on your morning motivational verses of Goat versus Fish, we have I Can Fix Amber Heard with a gifted subscription, with a gifted subscription to the Fish, the QCMC 7 the Fish celebration for Fishscription, and Bud Morgan, welcome to Goat versus Fish. Bud Morgan, are you goat or are you fish? Oh, and might we also say one extra bit of attention here. Kraz Club has a crown, as you can see. Taking after our VIP Wow Mom. Celebration! Wait a minute, is Wow Mom our VIP, or is Goat versus Fish our VIP? And thanks to Hi-Fi Protege for putting that one together. Lysergic with 100 bits for fish! And a subscription for fish, and a gifted subscription from the fence, but for the fish. Goat and Fish looking at our goals, looking at our monetary goals. Hey, what happened to the... What happened to the... What happened to... Goat versus... Well, that subscription... Can we refresh this versus? Oh, Goat versus Fish. What happened? Well, there was a donation goal to get rid of the fence for 105 versus American dollars, but it seems to not wanting to be... Oh, wait. Is that the versus? It seems to not wanting to be shown on Goat versus Fish, so that's kind of annoying, but... In any versus, we need to get rid of that fence. We need to get rid of the big fence, and we need 105 versus American dollars to do it. And until then... Till then, that fence is just gonna stay there. Yes, eventually, Gold, you're up there. And UK Superstar, can you believe this? UK Superstar again says, just passing by, showing the love again. They repeat the same verses again. To Goat versus Fish. We're waiting for the love. We're waiting for the love. Bud Morgan says, I am goat-ish. Are you ready to commit? Are you ready to commit to Goat or Fish? Colarry says, or. Oh no, it's getting fancy. It's getting fancy. But it's time. Sunshine, do we still have time? Do we still have a little time? How are you doing on time, Sunshine?
You do like 5 to 10 more minutes?
5 to 10 more verses? 5 to 10 more verses. Because such a large donation has been made in the name of the fence, we think we've revealed the eggs and toast. But in these fence times, it's time for another fence.
The electric fence.
Some fence sitters really like to strut their stuff. Some fence sitters really like to strut their stuff. They like to show off. They like to throw their big money around and say, look at me, look how great I am. Dude, it's Natz's Goat Celebration for Goat. Some fence sitters, they just think they're so special. They say, look at me, look at me, look at me. Look at how amazing I am. Look at how beautiful I am.
Ooh.
Showing off. They crave nothing but attention. Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Hey, yo! A new fence sitter joins the verses. The Peacock!
I_canfix_Amber Heard contribution $5 for the fence.
The Peacock. The peacock's feathers, they say, has many eyes. It's like many eyes looking at you. Meant to ward off predators and prey, as if to say, big fence is watching. The peacock, also known to some as NBC. Its eyes are watching you. Its eyes are watching you. In coordination with Palantir and other big observation industries. Backed by big monetization. This preening, self-important, beautiful fence creature is watching you always as you watch it. Peacock! $5 American dollars from I Can Fix Amber Heard to the fence again. To the fence again. Bud Morgan says, my goat weighs 420 pounds. Nice. Bojack says, I don't have a Streamlabs account set up, and I'm probably not going to set one up, but if I can donate through YouTube, I'd like to do it. Well, with our last remaining moments, allow GoatVsFish to tell you a verses. GoatVsFish has not yet achieved monetization on YouTube. That's one of the big verses. That's why we appreciate you spending your watch hours watching GoatVsFish on YouTube. We're speaking to you, Bojack, because you are helping GoatVsFish achieve monetization on YouTube. We believe that through the stream... Grandmaster Ong, welcome to GoatVsFish. We believe that through the Streamlabs tip link... You don't need to have. We believe you don't need to have. You can just, here we are, you just say whatever your username is. Hello, Count Dooku, Lord Tyrannus. Welcome to GoatVsFish. Can we get some Star Wars musications for Count Dooku, Lord Tyrannus? We think you can just type your username and your message, and you can say how many verse American dollars you want to put into GoatVsFish. You can say 1 million verse American dollars, and you can type your message, and then you can do a donation, and then we think you can just input your PayPals or your credit cards or something like that. They don't even let you have super chats without achieving that verses. That's lame. It's very lame, Bojack. You see your name on there? Yes, there's I Can Fix Amber Heard. There's I Can Fix Amber Heard. And Borzoi Wizard as well. So we think, Bojack, that you can use the Streamlabs link in order to make a donation to GoatVsFish. Is there a Discord community for this channel as well? Why there is! GoatVsFish is going to provide a link tree to you. We're taking care of our YouTubers, our beloved YouTubers right now. Appreciation Twitch. There is a link tree now for you in YouTube. You click upon it. There should be a Discord link in the link tree, as well as links to other GoatVsFish. May I donate 2 cents? I couldn't yesterday. If you wish to make... Oh, GoatVsFish. We think we're going to help Sans get their own verses set up. We're going to help
Streamlabs.
We're going to help them get their own Streamlabs set up. That's a whole other verses. Goat and Fish. We're doing it. We're building the verses. But of course, Bojack, you can also send GoatVsFish monetary compensation on PayPal and on Venmo, all at GoatVsFish, all at GoatVsFish. We hope this has been a fun little tutorial for all of you. Personally, from GVF to you. We appreciation. Count Dooku, Lord Tyrannus, you said hello. Thank you for being part of the congregation. Are you goat or are you fish? Grandmaster Ong, are you goat or fish? Larry, are you goat or fish? Well, we would love to continue. We'd love to continue, but this verse is started on the fence. This verse, it started on the fence. It started with the fence. We wanted to try to find 105 verse American dollars to try to outspend Big Fence. And though we have received ample support from the Goat and Fish, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the board. Let's have a look at the board. This is kind of a fun versus, having the Versplacia cam be screen greened out, like it's like you go to this cam and it's just like this. That's kind of a fun versus. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Goat versus fish. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fish, and 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5, 6, 7 goat. So that's 1 versus 4 fish. The fish and goat have equal subscriptions, so that's a unification. The fish have 325 bits, so that's a versus 4 fish. So we have 2 versus 4 fish. We have a unification in the poll. We have a unification in subscriptions, so that's 2 versus 4 fish and 2 unifications. We have 1 radiation for goat. We have 7 radiation points for goat. So that's 1 versus for goat. So that's 1 versus for goat, 2 unifications, and 2 for fish. And then 1,500 on the fence. 1,500 on the fence. So that's 1 for fence. That's 1 for fence. That's 2 for fish. That's 1 for goat. That's 1, 2 for unification. And 1,500 for fence, and 1,500 for fence, and 1,500 for fence. 1,500 for fence. It's Sunshine. What do you make of this? What do you make of this? What do you make of this? Goat have 1 versus. Fish have 2 verses. Unification has 2 verses, and fence has... No, wait, 325 for the fish. 1,500 for fence. Fence take that versus away from fish. So we have 1 versus for goat, 1 versus for fish, 2 unifications, and 1 versus for the fence. 1 versus for goat, 1 versus for fish, 1 versus for fence, 2 for unification. Is this a unification? Is this a mighty versus? Is it still fence? So this fence is complicating the verses for goat versus fish. It's Sunshine. What's your interpretation?
It's going to take a lot to get that fence down because it is confusing the totals at the end. So it's neither goat or fish at this point. Now it's all going to a fence. And you can't get unification without doing away with the fence and the fence sitters.
Fitzcraft says 1 more fish. Maybe we haven't got rid of that fence, but we've got 1 more fish. Regret. Right, fence. Fence, fight back. Invest $100 in fence. Threw off the verses. Regret. The fence remains. The fence remains. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us on this mighty versus of Goat versus Fish. Bojack says, I think I just found this channel just by scrolling YouTube lives. But I'll be telling my friends about this place to spread the verses. Appreciation. That's all we can do. That's all we can do to build the congregation of Goat versus Fish. Bojack. And in conclusion, we are going to take your glorious message and we're going to put it in the Instagram story of Goat versus Fish. Viewers like Bojack, they hunger to make donations. They want nothing more than to give monetary compensation to Goat versus Fish. You're going in the story, Bojack. You're going in the story. At GoatVsFish. And in time we'll do it, but remember, it's not about $105 for the fence. It's not about those bits. No matter how much Sunshine Goat wants to sell you on a massive real estate project, actually can In conclusion, can you give us just a 2-sentence summary about that real estate project that you've been talking about, working on, something you're thinking about?
It is under development, and we're getting the fine and fanciers involved.
Ah. And it's some sort of housing project, or?
It is officially a housing project. It is unofficially a way to monetize everything that comes after, much to the betterment of the Goat and Fish Society.
Ah, of course.
Not funded by the fence sitters, allegedly.
Well, we'll be hearing more about that in future verses of Goat vs. Fish Morning Motivations every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The fence remains, but we want to thank our humble congregation members, Wow Mom, Mama Joe Brahma Joe, Sourdough, Ben Bird Person, Napoleon Doom, Prue Lawrence, Drew John Watt, 9807, That One Blue Guy, Pat Estedor, Tugger Rugger, Standard Average, Jimmy Wrench, Elder Grown, Eventually Gold, Atro, Hogrim, The Quaxinator, Uber Kitten, and I Can Fix Amber Heard. Bojack, if you're looking for a great way to support Goat vs. Fish, why don't you become a member of patreon.com/GoatVsFish. It's a great way to support Goat vs. Fish. It's a great way to support Goat vs. Fish. Join the humble congregation. Is a house not just 4 fences closed into a square? Well, you may have got us there. Appreciation to our humble congregation. Because even if we achieve monetization on Google and YouTube, Twitch and Google, they take offense. Hexy the Virus says 100 bits for fish or goat. Appreciation. The fence is with us. Appreciation for that 100 bits. And of course, Goat vs. Fish at the Comedy Store Los Angeles. There's still time to get tickets. We'll put the link in the chat for the riffraff. 11:45 p.m. Take a date. It could be great. Goat vs. Fish will be there. Sunshine will be there. Is that the live stream from Bass Pro Shop? Why, yes, it is. Well, actually, it's not the live stream from Bass Pro Shop. It's a video that Goat vs. Fish took from Bass Pro Shop. So thank you for joining Goat vs. Fish. It's been a fancy time, but we'll be here back again tomorrow for your Thursday morning motivations. And maybe we'll get off the fence then. But until then, we believe in you. We believe in you. Play us out, Sunshine! Always thank Goat vs. Fish and Fitzcraft. If you ever want to be a guest on the morning motivation of Goat vs. Fish, we'll put you right in that VIP chair. You are welcome to be a guest on Goat vs. Fish. You have done so much for the verses. Who won? I Can Fix Amber Heard has the audacity to ask who won? Farewell, YouTube. We'll get off the fence soon. We'll get off that fence soon!